Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome to FNL Live. People, it is Sunday, the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in whatever it's supposed to be. But
Rejoicing it, I know that's right.
I was getting to my church experience today. But it's the 22nd, everybody. Welcome to FNL Radio. It's your boy Doc, and got Monique on the other end as well.
Hello, all my loves out there. How's everybody doing tonight?
Look like about to shoot an Afrocentric commercial real quick for the old BET Centric commercials back in 2002. Well,
Okay, Reggie, you can go straight to hell.
like you really trying to get that look, and y'all see how she got the Jamaican Me Happy, whatever she drinking tonight. The peach calypso, what's that?
You said you're making me happy.
Let's see how she got a position right in the camera.
Okay.
Got a hat and everything. People, she trying to make sure she get that sponsorship. So
Well, for one, I haven't I roll my hair. Typically, I roll my hair at night, but because you got me up here, at 11 o'clock at night doing this show, had to throw a little something on.
okay, so I mean, it just all matching perfectly though, the whole setting and everything. So we make sure we get Monique that sponsorship real quick, Seagram, so she can go ahead and get that deal and get her own special version of her own mixture as well, because she's a very good connoisseur of y'all. She's a big consumer of you all. She makes sure she buys you all religiously. She buys by the bulk and by the cases from Walmart.
You do.
But hopefully you all had a great week, everybody. I think last time we saw you all was
About what, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, because I figured, last week, we was going to do a show, but I was like, you know what?
Yeah, because we had just done a show that Monday, I believe, and the plan was to do a show that Friday night. And I can't remember what I had going on.
Something happened, but I figured that,
And then I know I was in the 757 the day after that. I spent the night with my mom, and then I came back Sunday and then just got busy and tied up. So, but again, we had already done a show that Monday. So I guess, like you said, we're back, honey.
Yeah, we gave y'all enough the last time. So, now we got y'all one more. So here we are, people, back again with another show. So as we always do at the start of every show, people have our week in review, things that we've been up to during the week and everything like that. So, my week has been pretty cool. I spoke with a homeowner. It was actually beginning of this week, and she was going through some hard, ships and everything like that. So I had to help her. I'm in homeowner association management, so I had to help her, with some type of payment plans and things like that. And she was really, she was really down, and she was trying to just say that, she's trying to get through, trying to pay her bills and stuff like that, and the preacher and me came out, not really, was on the phone with her, just helping her.
That you sent me that video of? Was it that preacher that was trying to console and counsel her? That inappropriate ass video.
Look, shout out to I call him up. He's one of my friends. I call him my little brother. Though I mentioned him on the show earlier, Caleb. But he sent me a video because you all know that I am an ordained minister. So,
what planet is this on?
On this green planet Earth that the Lord has made.
Okay.
So, I'm an ordained minister. It's been 2.5 years.
Of what Bible college?
Me and my friend Emilio, we used to work at Intel together, and we both were at work one day, and we just decided to get online, and we just became ministers in 20 minutes. And Universal Life Church, Universal Life Church, I got to make sure I'm up on my renewals and everything, make sure it's like a passport. So I got to make sure I'm up to date on all my stamps and everything. Okay. A passport to heaven. So, so I, just told her, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be great. Stay strong, stay, encouraged and everything like that. And, I was like, the preacher spirit really came out of me, while I was at work. I almost prayed for her over the phone, but, I'm one of those people, I don't want everyone just praying for me. I don't know how their spirit is. Although I know I have a great spirit, I'm not just going to pray for anybody, so.
Wait a minute. What kind of preacher said they not just going to pray for anybody? What kind of bullshit is that? The God in you is supposed to pray for any and everybody. Hope all kind of souls, lost, sick, people who in need, and you're not gonna pray for just anybody. Okay.
I'm not trying to waste my breath on anybody.
Guys, that at the Universal Life Church, huh?
All right, Carmen San Diego. So look. Look, anyway.
First of all, I got this hat from J. Crew, which is one of my favorite stores in the whole wide world.
That's a really nice hat, though. I'm not gonna lie, that's a nice hat.
Well, I appreciate you, Reggie.
So, but I have to retract my words now, people. So I will pray for anybody, but there's certain people that you just don't feel like going to pray for. Like the Spirit just tells you not to pray for them. So I just try to steer away from people I don't have to waste my breath on. So that's what I meant to say. I meant to clarify that. But other than that, get the camera straight. But other than that, week's been great. I went to church today. Now my family.
Wow. Huh? I said, "Oh wow."
Oh wow.
In the pulpit.
No, but
I thought they invite all ministers to sit on the pulpit.
Not today. This day was Women's Ministry Day or something, so I wasn't a part of that. And plus, it's my cousin's church that I don't really go to like that because he lives deep in Suffolk, and the church is deep in Suffolk, like all the way in Suffolk. So,
you want that Courtney Macbeth church?
No, it's not that kind of church. It's like a backyard, homegrown building church, like in the country. So it's all the way out there, and we only go like on every blue moon. So we decided to go today. My grandmother, she's still here from Philly, so my grandmother went. My mom, my other aunt, who I call grandma as well, and my uncle. So we all, we went to support him and everything like that at the church. Yeah, it was a nice little, nice church. And I will go there if only that drive wasn't so long. People now, when you don't take the tolls, because I don't believe in tolls unless I'm going home to Philly. So the tolls in Portsmouth and go through the Suffolk will be a lot quicker, but I just don't believe in it. It's not part of my ministry. So I just go the back way, the High Rise Bridge, and So
let me ask you, that toll money that you saved, did you give that over to the Lord as your 10% of your tithe and offering?
I actually did.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause now I really don't carry cash, so I asked my mom for some cash. But
the minister.
Because as a man
of the cloth, this is who we supposed to look up to as our spiritual role model. Okay.
Look, now you see the women I was constantly at women's ministry on my church. In that video I gave to you. We play a little boy at yellow. I give them a little uplifting, spirit from Cardi B. So,
Okay.
But so yeah.
And what's that preacher cussing all throughout the video?
Just using the words that's in the Bible as well.
Okay.
Nothing different. But so that's pretty much how my week has been, and the week starts tomorrow, everybody. So hopefully y'all are ready. And Monique, how has your week been? Because you had a special party last night. Got the bedroom candy.
Well, I had a pretty busy week earlier this week. As you guys know, I think the last video that we did, I told you guys that I was helping out another department. So I guess the middle of this week, I went back into my own department, running social services yet again. And shout out to my assistant, Rakira Bostic, who kind of held things down for me while I was out in the missions helping out. But had a pretty busy week, and then I ended my week fabulously. My cousin came in. Shout out to Belva. She came in from Maryland on Friday, so we did a little hanging on Friday, and then yesterday I did have a pure romance party, and I had about like 17 or 20 girls show up. Shout out to Kaylee Deer. She was I was the host of the party, but she was actually the party planner. Well, I guess she was the one actually selling the representative for Pure Romance. So we just had a fabulous time, selling toys, trying out toys, all things toys and lubes and whipped creams and things like that. So had a good old time. I did, have a slight, had to call Reggie because thought this party was not going to go off at one point because the representative called as she was on her way, stated that she had an emergency and she thought that she was going to have to go back home, and she wanted to know could she do the party via Facebook Live, and I let her know, no, I got a lot of bitches coming here. We want to see dick, and more dick and more dick and more dick. I got bitches ready to spend money, so bitch, I want you to get your money. So I need you to handle your emergency and come on and turn around and come on back to the house. And so she did that. She was able to kind of work some things out. And so, we had a good old time, honey. Had a lot of orders, got several hundred dollars worth of free stuff. So shout out to me and toys and whatnot. So, I was glad about it all together. So that's how my week has been.
That's very eventful, people. So you see, she got a side job, everybody. So you hear her talking about a check on the show again, people. Just know she out here selling dicks, plastic dicks at that. What is green skin dicks at?
Well, you know what? I have thought about venturing off into that as a little side hustle. Now, you guys may not know this about me, and I don't even know if I told you, Reggie, but when I lived in Hampton, a while back, I was a telephone sex operator. So,
every call center imaginable in Newport News and Hampton. So,
well, I didn't actually go to a call center. I entertained these gentlemen from my home, but I was set up through a company. I was set up through a company, and let's just say, after I got that $5 check, I was it's not gonna work for me. So, because basically, anybody who knows, when you call like 1-800 or 900, well, like what is it? Not 1-900 numbers. Those numbers are not free, so you have to pay. The caller pays per minute, and what happens is the purpose or the basis of, I guess, the operator like myself, the longer that you kept the caller on the phone, the higher that you would get paid. So being that I got a $5 check for like a 3-week time span, and you can see I didn't do that very well. So, I had to easily let that go, but I had some interesting calls, the ones that I took. So, but I've thought about maybe kind of getting into the whole pure romance thing. As Reggie said, it was having a bedroom candy party. But
look, all the ladies out there need a little comfort. They need a little facet lambskin dick on their end sometimes, a vibrator, a magic bullet, or whatever you call it, or a Nutrisystem, something. So, they're already...
Not a magic bullet and a Nutrisystem.
So that's a good, business right there. Look, it's working for Candy, so it can work for Monique too. She got the pimp hat and everything to prove it. So,
so we had a good time. So, I think Kaylee was pretty satisfied with her sales. So that's all that matters at the end. Get money, bitch, get money.
All right, people. So then also, for like since I think the beginning of this month to I think another couple of weeks too, is a lot of schools are having their homecomings. Homecoming, season is upon us right now. So I know, my mom, she went to Hampton University, so their homecoming was this weekend, but she graduated from Norfolk State, so their homecoming is next weekend. So I'm pretty sure she'll be out there. She wasn't at Hampton University though, but DJ Envy was out there though. That's his alma mater, so he was there. And then I think ODU's is the week after next, and
there's some other who else came out of Hampton? Giselle Bryant.
Oh yeah, Miss Potomac herself.
Yes, I can't.
Someone else did too. I can't remember. Someone else did, but anyway. So then also, Virginia Wesleyan, where my sister graduated from, also my best friend Brad. Their homecoming was at the beginning of the month as well. So all you all that's having homecoming, make sure you stay safe and make sure, because we're gonna give y'all the tips at the end of the show always, people, to make sure you don't bust through the heads with bottles and whatnot. But just make sure y'all stay safe during this time of homecoming and things like that. And just have fun and, enjoy your college experience, but just don't have too much fun when you get locked up in jail.
Again, you guys know I live in the 804, so I think Virginia State. Virginia State was last weekend. I have two cousins. I have several cousins that went to Virginia State, but I have two younger cousins that are now there. My cousin Amani and my cousin. Oh, I can Kendall. So, and they're actually first cousins. Their mom and dad are brother and sister, but they're there. And then I have a cousin who's at Shawan in North Carolina. So I'm not sure when her homecoming is, but one of my really, really good girlfriends went to Virginia State. And she's actually she was a former woo woo. So they had a little reunion as well. Anybody who knows about Virginia State knows about the Woo Woo Girls. They're like the cheerleader dancers. I think Mike Epps was there, did a comedy show there last week. I'm not sure if VCU has a homecoming because they don't have a football. They don't have a football team. They're like my alma mater, Longwood. We don't have a football team, so we don't have homecoming. But what we have is called Oktoberfest, and that's basically, when we just sit around, drink or whatever, and just do a whole lot of unnecessary bullshit. I have not been to an Oktoberfest probably since I graduated in 2002, May of 2002. I think I went back the very next year. Typically, my chapter, that we also get together and do some things, but I have not gone back to Longwood in a very, very long time. I actually wanted to take Jaden there to actually kind of see, the campus and things like that. But and I think they've already had Oktoberfest, I believe. But I'm trying to think who else. Like you said, Norfolk State is next week. Howard's was I think Howard's was last week too, I believe.
Yeah. Because Cardi B. No, I think it was this weekend that just passed. I think because Lala was there. She was the grand marshal of the parade. I think Cardi B was there. Someone else was there too. So yeah, DC. Howard, you had their homecoming as well. That's one of the things I do wish though, because I went to art college and I think art still we have something too. I don't know the name of it, but we have
it at that Kroger. Look. Then the school turned into a Kroger or a Panera Bread. I have it right there.
The way the funds have been set up and the way I have not been paying my alumni stuff. I don't know where that money going. I need to check that out and have my lawyers look at it because I don't know where my money.
Okay, what?
Since the school then turned into a Old Navy and a Uniqlo, so I don't know what's happening with my funds. I gotta double check and make sure what's going on with that, but. Again, even if your school doesn't have, a homecoming, you all have some type of tradition that you do around this time of the year. Take advantage of it because networking, you meet people, it's fun. As long as you're having a safe, having a good time though, that's all that matters. Especially
we can't stress enough, just the importance of safety. If you're going to drink, which most people do, drink responsibly. You guys don't get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. Always have a designated driver. Things like that. Don't go back into a hotel with someone you don't know. Always try to stick with a group, and things like that. And also, now what I've been seeing on Facebook, I have a few Facebook friends here that have teenagers that are also, because you as not only colleges and universities, but as well as high schools are having their homecomings, and these these homecoming dresses and things and whatnot that I've seen on Facebook is a bit much. One of my friends, her daughter is a senior, and the outfit that she had on was very disturbing.
Yeah.
So and she was like, yeah, she on fire. Her pussy will be burning because she will be. I'm just okay. Yeah, she will be on fire. Because that outfit that she had on was I don't I guess I don't think it was appropriate. But again, outfits have come a long way since I was going to high school homecomings. I remember what school I wore a suit. Yeah. I mean, that was cute, but I had on this
Now, was this a Casper suit or was this like a BB suit or something
So this was a Casper suit.
Okay.
Right, that was when Macy's used to be hats.
Yeah.
Had a skirt and a button-down black hair. And so, like I said, I guess at this point, the whole outfits have totally evolved. But yeah.
Yeah. So again, and I haven't been. I said I was going to go this year because my high school, they haven't done anything. I don't know. We're having like a 10-year anniversary or whatever, or reunion or what have you. But I haven't checked on my high school in 10 years after I graduated, so I really don't know what's going on. I know I'm part of some Facebook group, but I just don't look at it. So, Lake Taylor, there's something going on.
Yeah, I graduated from Heritage in 1998 in bad news. Second graduating class, and we have like a Facebook page. And actually, last year, I actually tried to get us all together in Hampton at that. I had initially, suggested Bar Louie, and so then one of my friends wanted to change it and there's a place called Blue Avenue or whatever. She said that it's black owned. I think the people who own it probably go to her daddy's church. Her daddy's the pastor. I mean, nothing wrong with it, but then at the last minute, we canceled it because we didn't get enough people to respond, this, that, and the third. So that was my last attempt to try to get the folks together. I'll be coming up on 20 years next year in 2018. So if we do something, we do something. If we don't, we don't. So, it is what it is. But I know Heritage is still standing. It's alive and well. It's right down the street from where I grew up at. So I see it every time I go home. I have to ride past it. So, shout out to the Canes, honey, the Hurricanes.
Yeah, the Titans. I'm surprised y'all still open, but
Heritage is a magnet school, honey. Mm-hmm.
The way it probably getting shot up and AKs and whatnot, but probably went in there, so But bless you all. But so moving on to a part of the show, do I have to give our condolences to Michael Knight?
Yes.
Now you all know he was from Project Runway. He actually came to our institute. I think it was, I want to say it was my junior year, 2010.
So before y'all turned into a Kroger and a Panera Bread.
We don't have Kroger's up in Philly. It's a ShopRite, or it's a Daniel Cole Super Fresh too. So it's a ShopRite because that's the only supermarket that's really viable there. But but no, he came because we had like a fashion show at the Black Student Union, and he was giving advice to the other fashion clubs and stuff as well. So he was 39 years old. He was found dead outside of Atlanta around 7:25 a.m. Last week.
Tuesday, I believe he passed on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. And you all know again from Project Runway from 2007, I want to say, or 2006. He was on that season. 2007, he was on Runway where he had his runway fashion debut, basically. Where he showed his collection.
Because the first time he tried out for Project Runway, he did not make it, and then he came back and tried again, and then he made it, and he made it up to, I don't think he was a finalist, but he made it up to almost like the fourth to the last show, so he made it very far. Yeah. Like I said, made his mark real high in the Atlanta area for fashion. Now, the story that I read was that he passed away from complications of IBS, and you guys know that stands for irritable bowel syndrome. Now, I didn't know that could take you out like that, but apparently they state that was Reggie. Why you want to?
What?
So I didn't know it was that strong, but they state that it was attacking and tearing down his immune system, and he just could not seem to fight it anymore. Now, I then also saw a picture of him. There was a fashion show that he went to that he kind of designed for, and he was interacting with models and things like that on September the 8th. And he was very, very, very small. It did not look like him whatsoever. And they said again that was a part of the IBS. Now, I don't want to speculate. I'm not gonna I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's what I read. I didn't know that they could take you up like that. I actually worked with a lady who had that, and as far as I know, she's still alive and well today, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because like I told you all, like I have Crohn's disease, and that's part of like the IBS family in a sense. But y'all know I was in the hospital for a good minute, but I don't have the bug or the box or nothing like that. Shout out to EC and whatnot. But it can take you out if you don't get it managed well. And me, I was young, so I wasn't paying attention. When you sick, you just think you take some Tylenol, you good. But in his case, like you said. Anyway, so his family did ask for privacy at this time.
Like I said, attacked his immune system. It ate away his intestines. Is what I read. Yeah. So again, like I said, the picture looked a little different.
Yeah. No, and
like what I see as being a social worker and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But again, we gonna say rest in peace to Michael Knight. Fly very high. I know you're designing up in the sky, honey, and you probably designing Jesus a badass wardrobe, a kick-ass wardrobe, and I don't blame you not one bit. But again, we're praying for his friends and family, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, yes. Yes, because I'm speaking from my testimony, people. So, again, when you manage your meds with your IB or Crohn's disease and things like that, it could actually have to remove a piece of my intestine. So when you do what you're supposed to do, have a good diet and whatnot, then you will live prosperous. But again, we don't know his case and what his situation was. So again, if any more details come out, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it here on the show. Real quick though, I do have to get another shout out to one of my best friends. He actually goes to VSU, Junior. His father actually passed away a few days ago, Mr. Sims. So condolences to Junior, his family, during this time of tragedy right now. So
appropriate word, Pastor Doc.
Look, I will give a strong word, but I gotta give my, condolences, to him and to Junior, and again, send my extended condolences to his family as well. He's actually was supposed to be on the show a few times, but I don't know what happened because he's like in the communications and stuff. So one day he'll be on the show. I keep telling him one day you'll be up here. So he might have, paid his dues, for quite some time now, but we just forget about bringing him on the show. But Junior will be on the show once upon a time. He's not taking your spot, Monique. But he just
got a motherfucking triple goddamn sleeve. I don't know what the fuck to believe with that.
Just a guest contributor, if you will.
A guest contributor? What the hell is that? That's a made up position. I ain't never heard of that shit before. Next thing you know, I'll just be guest hosting.
Anyway,
discuss this again. You need to consult your attorneys. I need to consult mine as well because I don't know if there's such a thing. A guest contributor. I don't need nobody contribute shit to me, but my motherfucking Google check what you owe me. That's what you can guest contribute to me. Okay.
All right, I'm in tears right now. Okay.
And I don't want to have to cuss you out like this every show, but it's ridiculous. I ain't never heard no shit like a guest contributor. What?
There is a such thing as a guest contributor. It's more so in the journalistic world.
When I signed a contract to do this damn show, I didn't say nothing about agree. They had no guest contribute to me. What I would like for you to contribute to is the Google checks that you owe me. You and FNL Management LLC.
So moving on now to
people, I am not drunk. I'm hurt.
Drunk people say they're hurt. So
what you say?
Drunk people say they're hurt. So moving on from Monique and her Jamaican Me Happy. So we have a little segment that we're going to do on a show called Quickies. So it's basically quick news, real quick, that we just want to throw out there under 60 seconds. We're not going to talk about no Kardashian bullshit. Y'all know how we feel about that. We're not going to talk about them until the year end special. Even then, we're giving them only 60 seconds of a year's worth of material to talk about in a minute. So Jeannie, y'all know her from The Real. Her and her husband, Frankie, that she always talks about ever since season 1. Well, surprisingly, they're getting a divorce. So, the way she talked on the show, it seemed like they were just, tight, and not that they were not going to be.
That is a grip on him.
Yeah.
There no divorce plans or talks in their future ever.
Yeah. So, she made it apparent on the show back in May that, they both, when they first met, they both said they want to have children. Jeannie makes that very apparent on the show each time that she does not want to have kids. She doesn't want to be a mother. But she said that as of late, Frankie has been wanting to have kids, and that she just not going to be that person that's going to settle and have kids just for this one person. She ain't going to do it. So they're getting a divorce. The news actually came out yesterday. So they do the Real live now. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow on The Real, she'll be talking about it on the show. But so 10 years of marriage, is gone now with these two. And then I'm about to say Easy-E. Hazel E, aka Nasal E, aka Masika called a young boy. There goes Big. What's she call it? Something with the big nose.
Yeah, but pretty much, I guess she alluded to. I guess they alluded to the fact that they said something about her boyfriend Rose Burgundy. They stated that he was gay. That was nothing that was new. People have been saying that since he came on this show. But apparently, I guess Hazel had a little clap back, and she stated, to my understanding, that her mom told her to watch out because the girls was going to be jealous of her because she was light-skinned. And then apparently she, I guess, named a few of the Love and Hip Hop castmates. They say she even named Johnny Blaze. I don't know what her beef is with her, but Masika was one of those people. Monique was another person that she named. So, the internet has been dragging her. Social media has been dragging her just about those comments. And then apparently in this video, and I believe it was posted to Instagram, maybe Instagram Live or whatever, because I don't have any of that shit on my phone, don't have enough storage and data. But if I can my Google checks, maybe I could then call Sprint and say, hey, go ahead and upgrade my storage and data. So I have to choose between putting gas in my car and being able to upgrade my data on my phone. So once maybe I get my Google checks, I can get Snapchat and Instagram and all those things that you people are accustomed to that I'm not accustomed to. But anyway, I'll digress and get back to the topic at hand because Reggie probably got a smart ass comment to say. But, basically, I guess in this video as well, they stated that she her boyfriend was burning the gay pride flag. So I guess since then, I've heard that she was let go of Love and Hip Hop. So
yeah, so we will not be seeing Nasal E anymore. I'm trying to think of what hell. And they say it wasn't because of the homophobic comments, but they said because of apparently some stuff that went down behind the scenes at the reunion. Because remember on the week 1 of the reunion last week, part 1, she left the show when she was trying to, basically fight. Who was she trying to fight? Everybody on this.
It was her and Monique that got into it really bad, but and they were only probably about 10-15 minutes in when she just stated she left the show. And she actually, to me, she was the best looking one on the show, Hazel, that night. I don't know where you girls got these fashions from, and who style and dress y'all and put on this clown ass makeup that y'all had on, and these child, these 50-cent bundles and all this naughty ass hair and shit y'all had in y'all hair. But she was actually one of the best dressed, one of the better looking people up there. But again, like I said, I don't know what happened, what went down, but I know that she left fairly early. They stated that she would not be returning, to do the rest of the reunion. So again, but now they say that she's been let go. So
yeah, so we'll not be seeing Hazel Issa. There's an open slot for the next season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood next year. So we'll see who'll be taking her spot, everybody. And part 2 Other Reunion comes on tomorrow night on VH1, everybody, at 8 p.m. So you want to catch up on that, make sure you watch it. Real quick as well, we gotta give a quick shout out to Tyler Perry, or as we call him, Talisha Perry. Boo 2 of Madea's Halloween is #1 at the box office this weekend with $21.7 million opening weekend. So this happens to be the second time it goes went #1, because last year when the first movie came out, that went #1 at the box office when it came out, and it was #1 for 2 weeks in a row. So congratulations to Tyler Perry and Boo 2 Madea's Halloween. I haven't seen it yet. I was supposed to see it Thursday night. Then I was going to see it Friday. Then I was going to see it yesterday. So I'll probably see it on $5 Tuesday at Regal Cinema. Shout out to the
Jay saw it today with his grandmother and his aunt and his cousins, and he stated that it was very funny. I was glad they took him, so that meant that I didn't have to that I don't have to go see that bullshit. I have the first what I guess Boo 1, if that's what you want to call it. I have that on bootleg, and it's okay. The second one was nothing that I wanted to see. I did so I was scrolling through the Fire Stick a little while ago. I did see it, but it's not it hasn't been downloaded yet or whatever. But I am glad that Jaden went to see it, so I don't have to go take him. Yeah. But also in Talisha Perry news, also you guys know that he has another movie coming out March 2018, and it is called Acrimony, I believe, and this is starring Taraji P. Henson. Now, I don't know if you saw this, the trailer. They released a trailer for it on Friday. So it's your basic same old expected Talisha Perry type of movie. You know, you got a no good ass nigga in here. Taraji P. Henson plays his wife. He's the guy's cheating on her and doing all kinds of fuck shit. And so she pretty much kind of grows crazy. I don't know if she actually killed him or attempted to kill him, but it kind of starts off, she's going to be going through some therapy and some counseling. And she's going to be telling the therapist, I guess, kind of how she got to the point of pretty much losing her fucking mind. So, again, it shows simple standard Talisha Perry production. But, again, the trailer has been released, and it comes out in March 2018. So, I guess she is doing her motherfucking thug thizzle. And that is all right with me. I'm just glad I ain't got to go see Madea Boo 2. I really think Jaden's grandma and his aunt.
I didn't see a trailer, but I'll go see it online sometime this week. Now, also confirmed just today that the Super Bowl 2018 halftime performer will be Justin Timberlake. So it's been a lot of speculation for the past couple of months where they're going to say it was going to be Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake doing it together. Jay-Z said, fuck that shit, because, you know, as of right now, even though I did partake in NFL Friday at work last Friday, and then also we did have, I did have to watch the Eagles play last week, but, you know, as of now, the Eagles, you know, the NFL is still canceled for, you know, some of its undertone racist bullshit sometimes, and, you know, the way they're going about certain, you know, certain teams are going about, you know, this whole, you know, taking the knee situation. So, you know, the NFL has been canceled for a minute now. Well, it's going to be canceled to an even further extent because Justin Timberlake is the halftime performer for 2018. Now, you all remember, it's not Justin's first time, you know, with the Super Bowl. In 2001, he performed with Aerosmith when he was on NSYNC. He performed with Aerosmith, Nelly, Britney Spears, you know, and Mary J. Blige. They all did something together. And then in 2004, the infamous situation with the sunburst nipple from Janet Jackson.
Pulling those bitches bras and shit down and snatching and showing their titties this year with it.
You know, and so, you know, he had Janet naked by the end of the song, titty out and everything. And Janet Jackson was, you know, banned for life from NFL, from any Super Bowl performance. She was banned from MTV at that point. Alum was saying, you know, she got back with MTV and everything eventually, but my question is, you know, I don't want to see this because, you know, still publicly, Justin has not apologized to Janet in those years since 2004. Now, Justin, you know, got some cool music and stuff like that. I mean, we kind of kicked him out of the group a little minute ago. He you know, he's not, I don't know, Justin not as cool as it seemed like he was before. And I'm pretty sure he says nigga. He like they said on Carmichael show, I'm pretty sure he said nigga just hasn't been documented yet. But you know, I'm still waiting for that apology for Janet's sake because you know Janet is a 50-year-old mother now. You know, so you gotta extend that courtesy now that she's a little older. That it would be great to have her. Not have,
He didn't say he was sorry and he didn't mean to do it. He didn't.
he didn't. He didn't really apologize. So, you know, again, it would be nice for Janet.
He can't help that she had a baby at 65. Ain't nobody tell her to do that.
But
I mean, I guess I do agree with you some slight bit. I mean, I guess if he didn't, apologize appropriately, but that's probably also the white privilege side. Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, he didn't make her had no baby at 70.
So, Justin's going to be performing, and that's going to be February, everybody. Again, I guess we'll probably get an NSYNC reunion because NSYNC are getting a Star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame next year, so I'm pretty sure they'll be in there somewhere in the halftime performance, a la Beyonce, Destiny's Child. But again, it would be nice to see Janet make an appearance, just as a redemption, for what happened, or just a redo of everything, just without, Janet's still not showing no nipples or anything nowadays that she's a little older, so. It would be nice for Janet to be up there, but we'll see what happens with that. So, again, February, Super Bowl 2018. Will y'all be watching? I don't know if I will, but...
Justin Timberlake and that fucking Katy Perry. That was the worst ass fucking Super Bowl halftime I have ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Whatever show that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Have Holler and Hudson ever been up there?
Who?
Jennifer Hudson.
I'm pretty sure she's saying the Star Spangled Banner.
As the halftime show performer.
She's not that popping.
I see her the fucking Katy Perry. I'd rather hear her holler and scream.
Yeah, she's getting a little son to holler now, so that might be in the cards one year.
Yeah,
but I think he may be a little off the rock a little bit, but I think Kanye would have been a good choice. If not Jay-Z, Kanye, because Kanye do anything for a check nowadays. But, with Kanye's catalog, he has like stadium music. That's what you want to hear when you're at the Super Bowl. You want to hear stadium music. You want to hear music that's going to really rock in. Kanye have a lot of records like that. So it would have been nice to have Kanye, do a halftime performance. But again,
I would have liked to have seen, and she doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of stadium performance music, but I would have liked to see Adele. And what I would have liked to have seen is her and Riri get up there and do get up there and do Roller in the Deep. I think that would have been a good halftime performance. I'm trying to think who else would I have liked to have seen. Maybe Tamar.
Yeah. Kendrick would have been dope. I've seen some names they thrown around. They saying Rihanna.
Wasn't there an issue with her before?
Because she like to pack her her pastry cake sometimes, so they didn't know she would be a little inappropriate. So that's why. And then I think she said fuck no to the NFL or something because they tried to make her change the lyrics to a song or something happened.
Yeah, there was an issue with her.
Yeah, so I think she's banned too. So we won't be seeing the Riri performance or anything. But that's really everyone that's worth talent already pretty much performed. I guess someone said Jennifer Lopez, so I guess if J-Lo want to have a stab at it one year.
I'm trying to think who else. Me personally, I would have loved to see Jill Scott perform, but that's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah, she'll take a knee, so they won't let her go. So, shout out to Jay from Philly.
I'm trying to think. I guess that's about. Yeah, I believe Solange would take a knee.
Mm-hmm. They got mad at Beyonce just for performing 2 seconds of Formation, so they'll get mad at them.
So I guess that's about it. I guess it would be asking too much for Kim. I'm not sure about age.
I mean, if BET had like a separate little special, then they'll be invited, for outside the parties and stuff like that. So, but
I guess all the people I like to listen to.
they probably won't, they'll take me, so they won't be invited. But
Porter, let him sing Cold and No.
Yeah. Goodness. That's a really good question. It's really nobody performance-wise that would be acceptable.
Well, has Missy done that?
Missy has done one. She just did that little piece that.
Yeah, she definitely has some great like stadium halftime show music.
I'm surprised they asked Pink. Pink would have been.
We don't want to see her. She's too busy twirling around by the neck on trapeze bars and whatnot. I wouldn't want to see that shit.
If she switched.
I don't know. She doesn't have enough. I don't know. She doesn't have enough like fast songs.
Yeah, and then the fast songs, she don't do them because the ones that were fast, like the black songs, when we thought Pink was black from Philly, so those are the type of songs that were still fast. But she won't perform those songs. So
has Britney Spears performed?
Only that one time with NSYNC and Aerosmith and Mary J. Blige.
I'm surprised you didn't name her. You love her.
That would have been a good deal too, but I don't know. So I mean, we'll see what happens in 2019, everybody.
Well, I'm champion for Adele, so.
Yeah, so she bring Riri out there. Well, Riri's retired still, so maybe she might make an appearance just because she get a check. Cause
Riri just released the album not so long ago.
Yeah, but Aretha said she want her check up front. Remember when I told y'all that story when she had someone bought her old house or something in Detroit, and they had all her files and PDF files and all her file cabinet shit, and the man had all her paperwork, and she had, when she was at Hampton Coliseum back in the 60s or 70s, she wanted a Cadillac limousine up front, came in hand before she get on stage, a mink coat backstage. Y'all remember there was a picture that just came out too not too long ago, like a few months ago. She's still on tour apparently, and she had this, Nicki Minaj.
Tamar Braxton, Riri 90 years old and still touring, still putting out albums. And bitch, you talk about retirement.
Yeah.
What we about to talk about you in this home in Calabasas sounds like you need to sing My Man a few more times. But anyway, I'll digress.
Oh goodness. So yeah, so I mean maybe now get Riri out there on stage on the bigger platform. So moving on real quick, everybody. So another story too is the main event, everybody. So we know Gucci Mane and Keyshia finally got married. We told y'all the week before last that they fell in love because when Keyshia bathed him in the bathtub, that's how she knew she was in love with Gucci. Fresh out of jail, stint on him and everything. So she gave him that bath in the tub. She didn't give her 3 kids in Jamaica a bath, but she gave a grown-ass man Gucci a bath and fell in love. So they got married on BET. It was live. I don't even think it was live. Now I was looking at this shit, and I saw pictures online before the live event actually happened on TV at 10 p.m. on Tuesday on BET. So BET, I think y'all trying to swindle people because it wasn't really live. I saw pictures on Shade Room before the actual event happened, but that's not my black ass business. So they got married. They had a who's guest list, like Diddy was there, Kim Zolciak and Brielle looking like their sister moms, whatever now.
Now, they didn't flash the camera on none of these. Now, Friday night, my cousin and I, we call ourselves trying to catch up on Empire. And then next thing I know, when I woke up, the main event was on. So anything with the DVR, like after it ends, I guess if you don't, go back to live TV after a while, it'll just automatically flip back. Mm-hmm. So now like I said, when I woke up, I saw that the main event was on now. And I remember hearing like they had this star-studded type of guest list. Now, when I watched it on TV, I didn't see them flash the camera on any of those people. And I was like, well, am I missing something? Did I, was asleep too long? I didn't see the camera flash on any of those people. I didn't see Kim Zolciak there. I didn't see Puff Daddy. I didn't see any of those people there. Not unless, I mean, I do have an eye doctor's appointment on Saturday, and I need new glasses, but I didn't see any of those people there.
Now here's how they did it though. They had it like a kind of like a in between shots of showing the wedding, whatever. They had like
I saw 2 Chainz, people giving congratulations and words of encouragement.
With Karrueche Tran and some guy. So
yeah. And I saw like 2 Chainz, and I guess he stated that him and his fiance or him and his old lady, they gonna do the same thing. I can't remember who else I saw, but that's all I saw. And not that I was looking for those people, but I was like, well, all these people that they named, and I'm pretty sure that they were there, but I just, would have thought that they would have flashed the camera. I mean, because the people that were sitting on the front row, I mean, I'm pretty sure there were very much people that were important. But I was like, I didn't see none of these people they were talking about that was supposed to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Monica. Monica showed up to an event. With her blonde wig now, so she was there.
I do remember seeing her say congratulations, and the young lady, and I can't think of her name, that was on T.I. and Tony's show. That was the hairdresser.
Chicago, yeah. But they say that Keyshia's sister wasn't there. She wasn't invited. Her blood sister. Then also, Gucci's half brother said he wasn't invited, him or his mom. Now, I think the situation is with Gucci half brothers that's Gucci's brother by his dad, but not a person. So Gucci brother with the same dad, but not a mom. Why would he bring you and that girl's mom, or you and your mom, to the wedding?
Well, I mean, because sometimes, you may be very close to, your half sister's parents.
Apparently ain't that damn.
I mean, I would think that's why he said that, because he had to have some type of relationship with the half brother's mother. Because I mean, I've seen that before.
Yeah, so, we got that.
Look at Portia and her sister on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her mama looks at her sister Lauren just like her own daughter.
And that's how it is in my family too. When my dad was whole back in the day.
Yeah, because won't your papa wore rolling motherfucking stone?
Wherever he laid his head was his home.
Well, so I could see that, but so and I didn't really follow Gucci Mane and Keyshia Ko or Dio or whatever her name is. But so the story is, and I think I was asking you this on Friday when I spoke to you. So we all know that Gucci Mane just got out of prison, jail, whatever have you, not too long ago. Now she dated him while he was locked away, right? And so I guess that's why he felt so compelled to marry her, and because they were not engaged when he went away, right? They got engaged at that basketball game.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming that's why he felt so compelled to marry her, because I guess he felt like she stuck by him. And so then this show, and I'm just I want you to clarify, because I'm a little bit older than you. I don't always follow. But I can follow when I'm older, a pretty penny or a pretty coin. But I'll digress. But so and then it looks like to me they had the wedding first, and then the shows thereafter pretty much are to show you how they got to that point.
Yeah, that's why I had to clarify that BET's website too. So that's how I was going to do. It's basically going to be them doing the show. Well, doing the wedding, and then after that, it's going to be
pretty much the planning of everything. So, and that's cool and that's good. But Miss Kayor, what's going on with these kids that we keep hearing about that you left in Jamaica? Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Yeah, shred them kids.
Yes, that you left in Jamaica. And again, and Mr. Maine, what kind of man is okay with this? Like, really?
Yeah, so a lot of people were saying that her kids weren't at the wedding or front and center at the wedding or anything like that, or at part of the wedding. Now I do remember hearing about Keyshia having kids probably 3 years ago,
And
So
I didn't mean to cut you off. And I don't, but now, not to my understanding, these ain't no grown kids like your age or
yeah,
my cousin Janelle's age. These are kids that are still in school, need a mama, need somebody to be checking their homework when they get home from school, need somebody to pack a lunch, need somebody to make dinner, need to help bathing. You still got to go shopping for them. I mean, am I right or wrong?
you're correct. So
These are kids that could have made the decision whether or not they wanted to stay in Jamaica
hmm
or come with Miss Kayoa.
yes,
Right?
that
Okay.
yes.
So again, my question to you, girl, is what's going on with you and these kids? Where is CPS?
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently she got on Twitter on the 19th, whenever that was. What was that, Friday? The 19th?
That was 2 days after the wedding.
Yeah, so she said, in all caps, with all these exclamation points, and screaming at us, I do not have 3 kids in Jamaica. But she didn't say she don't have 3 kids in the States, though. So we don't know where these 3 kids are, but we've been hearing about these 3 kids for a good minute now, Keyshia. You never really publicly said that you don't have kids.
And obviously she has these kids and they are somewhere, whether they in Jamaica, whether they in Philadelphia, whether they in Alaska, whether they in Canada. You got 3 kids some motherfucking way, because on the show, when it shows the preview for the upcoming shows, there's like somebody is asking her, okay, where's these kids at? Like, what happened? What's going on? And again, and even this wedding party you had, where was your people in Jamaica? Like, you ain't had nobody. Like, where were your real friends at?
Yeah.
Like, why they going in the wedding?
Exactly. Like the whole wedding, again, this when I guess I don't know if it's a black thing or not. 'Cause I didn't watch Kim Zolciak's wedding like that, but it seemed like when you looked at when Mendices and Yandy got married on VH1 Live, it seemed like it was too many people that really didn't need to be there. Because it was like, okay, how do you have a connection with this person just because you're on the same franchise of Love and Hip Hop? Or you on a VH1 show, like, why are you at these people's personal wedding where it's like this supposed to be like a personal moment? Why are you even letting this happen? Because your real family wasn't even there at the wedding, and we all know that Yandy and Mendices wasn't really married to begin with because she didn't turn the papers in. So, I mean, I know that I don't want to have like a big show of a wedding if I have all these people like just people I follow on Twitter. I'm not going to have Twitter followers on at my wedding. That's, it's supposed to be a personal moment between 2 people and your family and your true, real friends. Like, y'all just have all these people just at your wedding. That's like letting anybody in your house.
Yeah, like my first wedding, I had a huge wedding. My very first wedding, because you guys know I'm on my second marriage, or this is my second marriage. Like I'm gonna be on my 3rd, 4th, and 5th one years to come. That's not the case. But my first marriage, I had a huge wedding here in 804. But the people that were a part of my bridal party were people that actually knew me. Now, people that I had met just a few weeks ago and was like, okay, hey girl. No, I had, friends that I grew up with in Newport News, that I had known since I was about 7 years old. My girlfriend Akira was in my wedding. We grew up in Newport News together. One of my really good, she wasn't my line sister, but she was a sand or whatever, had known her for years. My best friend Amber was in my wedding. I had a huge, she was actually my maid of honor. I had 2 maids of honor, Amber and Christy. Christy and I don't speak anymore. Me and Amber don't really speak with Christy anymore. But I've had people that I've known, who knew me best and knew me well, and people that I've known for years and years and years in my wedding, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. Now, this second wedding, I went to the Justice of Peace. Me and my husband, just got married there because, again, I had a big wedding. My husband had never been married before, and so we, I was kind of like, I'm not going to do that whole thing again. This is the way we want to do it. But, I said all that to say, though, but the people who knew me best and, who were closest to my heart, and I had a long lasting friendship with the exception of Christy, and had a relationship with, were right there. So You know, it's just a little different, girl. So again, hopefully we can get some clarity and we can get some answers about these kids. And hey, it's really not my black ass business, but I guess other people want to know so we can report the story back.
Yes, women need to report it too. So you know.
Yeah, because we may need to turn your ass in. We don't know just yet. I'm gonna let you get a few more episodes in, and then I'm gonna find out what I need to do as a social worker in me and a mandated reporter. I'm gonna leave it at that, but girl, you need to explain what is going on with you and these kids, whether they in Jamaica or whether they in you know, Idaho somewhere. We just need to know what is going on and why did you leave these babies, okay?
Yes, you know, so we'll find out what the show. Sadly, I will watch it, but you know, we'll find out throughout the series what's happening, and if we don't get any answers, we'll just make our own reports up and call the CPS on our own. So moving on now, so it's about that time for the fall season award shows, everybody. So of course, the American Music Awards are coming up shortly, everybody, in November, and one of the honorees at the 2017 American Music Awards is actually going to be Diana Ross. So she will be receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. Her and her Chicklet Tea will be getting the American Music Award Lifetime Achievement at the 2017 awards. Recognized artists who have made outstanding contributions to the music industry, popular culture at large, and Ross has certainly accomplished both. She began her illustrious career as lead singer with the Supremes before she could marry out the group and fuck Barry Gordon. And but that's none of our business, everybody. We just know the story. You know, they have 12 singles that went to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts. And you all know she had her own solo career, decades long. Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany, albums, double platinum, if you want to add that in the mix as well. You know, a TV movie classic, if you will. And then, of course, Tracee Ellis Ross is on Blackish on ABC. So it kind of makes sense why Diana Ross would get the award there. She also has hosted the show many times as well back in the 80s. So, you know, I guess it's a good thing that she's going to be part of the, again, the Lifetime Achievement Award. She did release a statement saying, I have endless memories of all the years that I have appeared on the American Music Awards. It started with Dick Clark and the Caravan of Stars and American Bandstand. It was Dick Clark who said, music is the soundtrack to our lives. So true. I am so excited to be receiving this honorable award. So it'll be nice to see the boss up there performing and see if she's going to, I wonder what song she's going to perform. She might do.
Maybe she'll perform Boss.
I want to hear her sing Do You Know Where You're Going To? Because that's like your check. Do you know where you're going to? So, you know, we'll see.
I don't know. I like Boss. So, you know, we'll see. Made some Boss moves over the years. So we'll see. Maybe she'll perform a collection of her best hits. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Congratulations to you, Miss Ross. You know, Lifetime Achievement Award is, you know, it's well deserved. So
yeah, so that's November 19th on ABC. Everybody, y'all know I'll be tweeting when that comes on. And then also the Soul Train Awards, people. So the Soul Train Awards will be going down on November 26th on BET and BET Her, formerly Centric. So people, you have Centric on your TV. It's not Centric anymore. It's called BET Her, H-E-R. So make sure you look at that on your channel lineup. Solange is most nominated artist at the 2017 Soul Train Awards with 7 nominations, including Best R&B Soul Female Artist and Video and Song of the Year for Single Cranes in the Sky. Bruno Mars has 6 nominations as well, so he's another top nominee. With Song of the Year for That's What I Like, and Album Mixtape of the Year for his album 25 Karat Magic. So it's going to be taking place November 5th in Las Vegas, but it's going to be airing November 26th.
You guys, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you guys know that this show always airs right after Thanksgiving. So always, you know, I always say to give me a piece of, you know, pie, the sweet potato pie. You're making me happy, honey. And look at these awards, you know. So I'm always excited to, you know, to see the Soul Train Awards. And like I said, you know, you guys remember that it always airs after Thanksgiving. So
yes, and Toni Braxton will be receiving the Don Cornelius Legend Award, and then R&B trio SWV will be honored with the latest Soul Award. So it's nice that they're getting their flowers while they're still, you know, out here popping right now. Well, not popping. But out here in these streets right now on this concert tours and stuff that they've been doing. Coco right here in Virginia Beach. She'll be going to church faithfully every Sunday with her husband, Big Mike. They got that little juice bar on Alaskan Road. So, they've been doing quiet things in the area. And, Levy and Taj, Taj got herself a baller that they've been married for a good 15-something years now. So, it'll be nice to see them get their award because, again, SWV is kind of like that group that they've had #1 hits. They've had platinum records and everything like that, but you don't really hear so much about them.
A lot.
Yeah, they get passed by because they came out at a time where TLC was out, so TLC got most of the recognition, being one of the best-selling girl groups of all time, and then you had Escape out at the same time. So Escape and SWV are kind of like in that neck and neck of who gets recognition after TLC, if you will. So because no one talking about Jeannie or no other groups at that time frame. So it's only the group
thing. But anyway, guys, and then kind of to run down some things. These we want to give you some of the nominations. So best new artist, Six Lack, is that what it's called?
See, and that's what he got mad at. So it's supposed to be Black, but he get mad at us for saying Six Lack or whatever. Like, nigga, you put a 6 in front of your damn name. We're gonna call you Six Lack, but he's supposed to be Black. Trying to be different and woke, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, yes, sir. Her HER. Okay, am I saying that right?
That's the artist where she actually has great music. Now, here's the thing, people. I think that's this artist named Gabby Wilson. Now, Gabby Wilson, I did a profile on her a few years ago, but nothing came out from her, no album or anything. So she still signed to RCA Records, and Her is signed to RCA Records. People are saying that Her is actually Gabby Wilson, but the character Her doesn't want people to know her artist, don't want to know her image because she's not trying to be based on her image or anything like that. So when she performs with the lights off. So it's kind of like she's the Black Sia, if you will.
Okay, yeah. Kevin Ross, Khalid and that motherfucking baby. Khalid, SZA. So best R&B and soulmate artist or soul male artist. Did I say soulmate?
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, Bryson Tiller, Chris Brown, DJ Khaled, and then The Weeknd. Hope he combed his motherfucking head. Best R&B soul female artist, Kalani. We're always glad to hear that she's in the running for something. After she got over her issues and whatnot. Oh Lord, Layla Hathaway and let's see here. I hit something and my screen went out here. Let me see. Oh, here it is. I just brought it back up. So who did I say? So Layla Hathaway, always championing for her, rooting for her. Let us see. Once again, I'm a fan, hands down. Mary J. Blige, she'll probably get it because of that foolishness and that fuckery with her broke ass husband. Solange, always rooting for her as well. SZA, loving her. Soul Train Certified Award, Belle Biv DeVoe's in the running, Johnny Gill, Layla Hathaway, Let Us See, and Mac Wiles. We haven't heard his name in a while. So, that's kind of cool. Go Mac Wiles. I don't know if he'll get it. But again, glad to see his name though. Video of the year, Beyonce All Night, Bruno Mars 24 Karat Magic, Chris Brown featuring Usher and Gucci Mane, Party, DJ Khaled, Rihanna featuring Rihanna, Bryson Tiller, Wild Thoughts, and Solange, Cranes in the Sky. So my vote is on Solange. Best Gospel, here you go, Reggie. Best Gospel and Inspirational Award.
On the people that have in that category, I'm like, okay, I guess it makes sense, but we'll see.
Ronnie Scott. So we have in the running here Reginald Scott, Chance the Rapper, Charlie Wilson. And Chance the Rapper, I'm also questioning the Get Back Eyebrows Razor, you as well. Kirk Franklin, girl. Lecrae, You are also very Lecrae. Also, some things was going down with you in the church as well. So I'm gonna raise my eyebrow on you. Timberlake Man. Now, out of this whole list, Timberlake Man about the best person fit to win this award. Album and mixtape of the year: Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic. Mary J. Blige, Strength of a Woman. Yeah, cause you better know that I was gonna lose my soul. Solange, A Seat at the Table. Again, hands down, I am, praying to my Jesus for Solange to win this award. SZA, I guess it stands for Control. Again, you guys know I'm old. And Starboy, Not Interested. Somebody The Weeknd, I don't like him. I don't really like his music. Rhythm and Bars Award. Formerly, this was formerly the Best Hip Hop Song of the Year award. Cardi B, Bodak Yellow. She will probably win. DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna, Bryson Tiller for Wild Thoughts. French Montana featuring Sway Lee. Am I saying that right? Sway Lee.
Wow.
Unforgettable. Kendrick Lamar, Humble. Okay. Yo Gotti featuring Nicki Minaj, Wreck It Up. Now I'm gonna say that's my anthem.
Sure.
I make love to a stripper. First zipper. So Song of the Year, Bruno Mars. That's what I like. I was so tired of hearing that fucking song. Childish Gambino, Redbone was tired of that song as well. Wild Thoughts, Khalid, Location. Oh, wait a minute. Is this two different people, Khalid and Khalid?
Yeah, so DJ Khaled is,
Well, yeah, the one with that goddamn baby.
And Khalid, he's the little young R&B singer with the tall hair.
And he sings what version? Because I've been thinking the whole time, this is the same person I just started part of the list.
He's Location.
And that song goes...
Your Location. You probably heard it. Like they play it. Urban Radio played it a little later. He gets more. He had like a little shine on top 40 more before Urban got to it. So you probably hear it on like your local R&B Urban AC station nowadays because they're just now starting to play it. So you probably hear it.
Yes, I don't know. Solange crazy. This guy don't know none of what you talk about. The Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award. Cranes of the Sky, written by Troy Ayo. John, listen. Yeah. I'm not gonna go over that list. Best list. Are you looking at the same list? I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Why do I keep doing that? We were talking about best dance performances. So I gotta scroll down a bit. Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic. See, it says my storage is full. Can't afford to get no more. Bruno Mars. I said 24 Karat Magic. Chris Brown, Usher, and Gucci Mane. The Herpes Party. DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna, Bryson Tiller, Wild Thoughts, Solange, Don't Touch My Hair, Wizkid featuring Drake, Come Closer. This is the end of the list, thank God. Yeah. Best collaboration is for Wild Thoughts. Jasmine Sullivan and Bryson Tiller, Insecure. I love that song. Mary J. Blige and Kanye West, Love Yourself. Sometimes you gotta love yourself. Solange featuring Don't Touch My Hair, and then Silver Travis Scott, Love Galore. So there you have it, people. The list in its fullest and finest, read by me. I know I read a little bit like
the pen May.
I was gonna say boy, so either way, it's not good.
So yes, everybody, November 26th, get your sweet potato pie, sit in front of your TV, and I'm sure me and Monique will be tweeting that night as well, people. So make sure y'all follow us and tweet us, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some foolishness. because y'all remember R. Kelly did perform at the end of the award show one year. I'm pretty sure he's not invited this year, but he was at the award show one year with a whole cookout backyard situation. Shout out to Chi-Town. I ain't seen no bullets outside, but he did perform a backyard set at the BET Awards one year, and then I think he had. They might have other bars close out the show this year. You know, they always invite him to everything, so we'll keep an eye out on the performances that come out.
If he can manage to get out the halfway house, if they let him out, is it him or that was James DeBarge?
James the well, you know, all of them been in jail or cracked on something or in some type of rehab, but James is the one that's halfway house.
Which one that got his ass whipped at halfway house?
Janet Jackson's baby daddy.
Yeah. But and we talked about Toni Braxton, and they say Toni Braxton and Mary Birdman.
Yeah, well, Toni and her people, Toni's people said that they're not married, but she does have an album coming out at the top of 2018 called Sex and Cigarettes. That's the statement they came out with. Now, they could be engaged though, and you know, Tamar in her mouth, she's been saying that they have been canoodling a lot lately and whatnot, and not trying to make the bird call names like she be doing, but she basically been saying that they've been, you know, inseparable ever since. So, you know, maybe they might low-key have been gotten married. You know, he does say he want to take his face tattoos off. That's why they made the surgery. So, you know, I guess we're doing something good. And he going out his teeth too. Now, I know Birdman and, you know, Lil Wayne, his son or former son now, I don't know how they claim it nowadays, but remember they always had the grills and stuff like that. Birdman even got some new teeth, took the grills out, got some pearly whites now. So
I mean, when you get 75 years old, that's what you supposed to do.
And it's funny because I don't even think we know the real age of Birdman, because Birdman had to, like, he was about 40 years old when it dropped on shit. What's the name of the damn song? Back to that. So, you know, but Bird, you know, the whole Cash Money situation.
Yeah, he was old then, so yeah. I mean, at some point you got to get over the foolery and the fuckery and stop clowning and shit. So, I mean, yeah.
So, speaking of the Braxton sisters, though, Tamar. So we know how we told y'all last week, well, the week before, how I feel like in my spirit something ain't quite right with Tamar and Vince. And now they just started showing the commercials for the new season of Tamar and Vince, and even in the ads, in the, you know, advertisement, it doesn't seem like something's going to end good. Like something just seems not right with them. So they put their Calabasas mansion up for sale, seeking $15 million for it, and they paid $10.5 million for it in 2013. This is the house we've seen on Braxton Family's Values. You know, this house where they we saw on Tamar and Vince. They had the big ass backyard, the infinity pool. So we've seen this house plenty of times on the shows. And it comes after the news of the $3.7 million lawsuit, $3.7 million lawsuit from Sony Records that I told you all about, because he reneged on the deal. And they're also saying that the
Warren Campbell.
and they're also saying that there was some public records showed that the notices of default filed and subsequently canceled against the 7-bedroom, 9-bathroom home. So that means, you know, they didn't pay some bills, and then they finally did pay that bill real quick, and then it kind of knocked off. But when you late notice, you know, so something, you know, I was looking at I don't know why I've been binge watching Braxton Family Values lately. So I've been watching season 1 since like Thursday. I don't know why I've just been binge watching it, but even then there was a lot of signs. I think we talked about it on the show before too when we did FNL Radio. How, you know, we told y'all how the whole Ike Turner thing. There was one time he told her to close the door, don't let the cameras in here. I'm pretty sure he beat her ass there. You know, we told y'all about the biting of the chicken finger. I
don't know. I just can't imagine somebody with all that fucking mouth. I can't imagine you letting this man beat on you and hit on you and all this other stuff. But at the same time, and again, like I said, and I've said it several times before on the show, there were also some recent reports that Toni Braxton had to call the police on him.
Mm-hmm.
in regards to a domestic dispute between him and Tamar. I don't get it. And again, maybe it ain't my place to get it. It ain't my business. But bitch, I guess you got to keep on singing. I know why Cage Bird sings for a little while longer. I wouldn't put your retirement shoes up just yet and throw your potty and have your peanuts and mints and whatnot right now. I would keep on saying because it looks like I got some money that y'all got to pay back. And this is the same issue, the same issue, like you said, when you were watching her on the Breakfast Club, and they asked her about this lawsuit, and she stated that it was his lawsuit, not hers. So yeah, girl, that's all the advice I got for you. If I was you, I would keep on singing. I know why the Cage Bird sings for just a little while longer.
Yes, and y'all know she's gonna be on the Great Escape tour, which kicks off in Richmond on November 24th. And then also, I think they just added, Monica is going to be there already. I think they just added Zanique, since they fired Kim.
Yeah, I did see that the Zanique is going to be joining them.
June's Diary.
What?
That group that was made on by Kelly Rowland on that BET show last year. And
she's sending them out? Because I heard somebody, I don't know if they were suing her or they had some issues stating that basically she formed this group and then didn't do anything with them.
Yeah, because the only thing I know from June's Diary that they've been touring with R. Kelly for 2 tours already. Now, touring with R. Kelly for 2 tours,
fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I can tell you that now.
Exactly. But
age range, but yeah, I mean, well, that's pretty cool. I guess look at God, honey. He'll open up your window and pour you out a blessing that you won't have enough to receive. Because look at Nene, girl. Now I guess my thing wasn't even about the whole Uber driver issue when I hope your Uber driver rape you. I mean, because bitch, you know better. Don't your son got about 3, 4, 5 daughters?
Yeah.
You know better. But I think the whole issue was I didn't understand why she was on that tour anyway, doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that was my thing.
That was more so. What was she doing up there?
I don't know if this was a favor. I don't know if Candy gave her a favor or something, or I owe you, or she lost a bet or something. It seemed like that whole.
Because I think they said it was her and Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, but they was just gonna do Nene. I think Tiffany said she's gonna do it, so. I don't know. I still don't know why she was up there to begin with, like you said, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, I guess look at God, June's Diary.
Yeah.
And then Zanique. So now will 3LW be joining? What was that group she was in?
OMG Girls.
Yeah, so is this just strictly Zanique or Janique or whatever her name is, or just
what do they call it? Meet Me on the Show or something? Yeah, just her, she left OMG Girls. They broke up,
It's not a solo career?
Yeah, this was a solo career.
Oh, okay. So, enough said. I'm not going to ask no more questions.
I've been watching enough episodes of hip-hop hustle or the family hustle to see they foolishness. So that's how I remember that situation.
Okay, well, good luck to you all.
So moving on now to a little daytime divas, wars and whatnot. So there's word that Wendy Williams is upset that Angie Martinez is going to begin the talk show with the same production company that handles her Wendy Williams show. So Wendy Williams talk show is handled by Dunbar and what's the name of the production company?
Dunbar, and I read that story. I can't think of it's a hyphenated name.
Yeah, and I should know the name because I should know this by heart. Oh, Dunbar Mercury, who they partner with Angie Martinez for a new daytime talk show. Now, y'all know back in the day, if you listen to Up North Radio, Wendy and Angie have a big fight, a big feud that's still lasting these years later. Angie Martinez just came out with her memoir, where she basically said that her and Wendy got to blows one time. She had to almost punch the shit out of Wendy. Wendy used to have words about her when she was called the station Shot 97. She basically, it was so much stuff going on. This stuff since the 90s.
One of the major things was, I guess, Angie Martinez at some point, she was dating Q-Tip. You guys know the rapper Q-Tip from a Tribe Called Quest. Wendy Williams had also written a book and she kind of took some digs at her and stated, I guess, if you like men who like other men, if that's what you like, I think I said the men's, yeah, if that's what you like, I guess, girl, I'm here, all here for it. So
because
that was like one of the major issues.
Nico from Drew Hill.
Who what?
Because Angie Martinez's baby daddy is Nico from Drew Hill. So
What?
yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so that's
Out of a lot of people in the industry she could have had a baby with. That's what she had a baby with?
Yeah. Yes. Still surprising to this day. But Angie had her, hand in music at one point. So I mean,
yeah, she was rapping.
Yeah,
here and there.
Timo or something with Lil Mo, then she had
I thought all them boys in Drew Hill was gay besides that big one.
We're learning about Cisco in Baltimore. The word's been talking, for a minute. But I mean, so that's what happened there. And y'all know, I think I did a video or something like this, but I told y'all how my influences were in radio. It was Wendy, Angie, Ed Lover, and even though they got kicked off radio on the face of the earth because it was so bad on the radio, but starring Buck Wild, there was like the 4 people or 5 people that I listened to on radio growing up that weren't supposed to listen to, even though they were on in the daytime. They were just a little more outlandish and more outrageous. Hence why they were the inspiration for a show like this. So at their age, because they're like in their 50s now, you would think that
they had a team of people that they work with that they paid on time.
Look, Wendy Williams show did go through a lot of firings though. But you would think they would get over this, little petty stuff over, 20 years ago now. But apparently they're not. So again, we'll see what happens in the daytime, because this probably won't happen until next summer with Angie Martinez show, because the fall season.
They said that pretty much she's already taped the pilot, and then she's been taping some shows. But again, as any talk show, sitcom, or whatever, you don't know which shows are gonna make it on the air or whatever. But from my understanding, I guess the execs of this company, what is it, Denmark and Mercury, they sat down with Wendy Williams or Wendell and her husband Kevin to just kind of break the news, and they stated that Wendy Williams acted like a goddamn fool in that goddamn meeting. They stated that she was hollering and crying and screaming and stating that, I can't believe you gave that bitch a show. They were trying to reassure her that there was not going to, that it wasn't going to be an issue between the two. They said her husband just kept saying over and over again, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. So we'll, like you said, we'll just keep watching to see how it all plays itself out and works out. I guess Wendy's contract ends with the Wendy Williams show in the year 2020. I think it's like July of 2020. So again, we'll see what happens. There's always room, I guess, I don't know. I guess because she felt like she had reigned, as this, talk show host, and nobody could kind of get with her when it came to like celebrity news and gossip and things like that. But, now you have Angie Martinez in the running. So I guess she feels like there's not enough room for the both of them.
So this is like the old school, pretty much like the Nicki and Lil Kim beef, if you will. This is how this has always been with these two. No, I actually do a they've been like a Foxy and Lil Kim beef, because they both been around for a long time. They were cool at one point, and then that whole story came out, and that was it from there. And they still not cool. So this is like a Foxy and Lil Kim situation. But hey, again, we'll see what happens. Speaking of girl fights, so Pink was on Watch What Happens Live because she has a new album out called Beautiful Trauma. And she basically said that we've known for years that there's been like this little beef between Pink and Christina Aguilera since Lady Marmalade. And it's been confirmed that Pink said that we were super young and super new at the whole thing. I think I'm an alpha male, she's an alpha, and I'm used to taking my altercations physical, and she's used to having them verbal. We're just very different. Women have to learn how to support each other. If not, it's not taught to us on the playground. So she said, actually, she swung on me in the club, which was hilarious. I was like, what's happening right now? What's happening? So she said that they're cool now. Everything's fine. You know, they buried the hatchet, you know, on The Voice a couple of years ago when she performed up there. But, you know, Pink is, you know, again, even though Pink was black at one point and now she's, the white woman that she is, with a little black sometimes, you know, Pink is still from Philly. So she'll still knock a bitch out real quick. Christina is from Pittsburgh. Now, you know, there's a big contrast there, if you will. Christina Aguilera has been known since the strip days of 2002 to fuck with a lot of people. So there was one time Mariah Carey was about to lay hands on her because she showed her drunk to one of her parties. There was one point she got disrespectful in Mary J. Blige's face, and Mary J. Blige had to tell her off one time at a party. Britney Spears had to say something about her one time. So, I mean, Christina's kind of been like a troublemaker back in the day. But you could relate it to the drugs, the alcohol, if you will. But, hey.
She was on drugs and alcohol?
Allegedly.
I never heard that about her.
No, now there was one time, I talked about this on the radio show a few years ago, but she was actually at an Oscar party or some after party. Her, I guess it's her husband now, but it was her baby daddy at the time. This is when she divorced her first husband. They were fucking in the bathroom at the house party and making all kinds of noises and stuff like that and being drunk and breaking shit and damaging stuff. So, you know, Christina has a history with her, you know, so I guess it makes sense that happened that way. But, you know, like you said, this is how you should handle it, Wendy and Angie. You know, just get over the bullshit. It's been decades long and just move on from it. Now,
you guys can always box in the ring and the bitch get knocked out and don't get back up.
Yeah.
Reign supreme, bitch.
Reminds me of the episode of Moesha when Kim and that Teresa was going to fight in the ring, and then Mo got knocked the fuck out in the ring too because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, moving on now to another story. We talked about the Nelly situation last time we did the show. It was kind of fresh off the press at that moment. So we didn't really go into details because at the time when we talked about it, it just happened. So we didn't have the details of the police report of what was going down. But there was allegedly the girl that's accused Nelly of rape went on the bus. She had her little moment with Nelly. When she got off the bus, they threw $100 bills at her. Now, you know, you could have just picked up that money, baby girl, and just called it a day, but you had to take it to the stream. You know, if the alleged rape did happen. But of course, you know, then we heard the news that the accused wouldn't be testifying, that pretty much got the case is going to be tossed out at that point. But now they're saying that the case is still an ongoing case, that is still active in the police reports and everything. So let me pull up the story really quickly here. So pretty much what happened is where they're from in Washington State, they say that the police department in Auburn are underrated by the are undeterred rather by the accused non-cooperation with the investigation, and that they are still gathering evidence and plan to present the case to the prosecutor's office. So the alleged victim says that she couldn't take the pressure of taking on a celebrity and felt betrayed by police, so she would not testify against Nelly. While her non-cooperation makes the case more challenging, it's not impossible to prosecute. So the cops want to present the case to prosecutors soon, within the next week. Nelly's attorney, Scott Rosenblum, tells TMZ, he says he's confident the case will be closed based on the evidence. He adds, I would expect the police to do their due diligence. Ultimately, it will be up to the prosecutors to decide if Nelly's charged. Bottom line, although he acted like a weight was lifted off his shoulders this weekend, he is not off the hook yet.
I don't know what you think. Do you think that she had consensual sex with him and that's just what it is? Or do you think he raped her? I guess my thing is, ain't Nelly about 60 years old? So all this time, and then you decide to rape somebody? You know, again, like I said, I don't know if he did actually have sex with her and it's consensual and the bitch looking to get something, or if he really did, you know, have sex with her and she did not consent to it, and he, pretty much raped her. And then it says something about I heard something else about him doing something inappropriate, touching on somebody or feeling on somebody at a concert, like after all this shit happened. So I don't know. I don't know if either one of they say. I mean, if it's true, he's gonna get in trouble. If it's not true, it's not gonna be good either way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If he did it, it's certainly not gonna be good. But then if this bitch is lying, it's not gonna be good either way. But
I don't know.
I don't know if it, I don't know.
And it's a lot too.
If she had consensual sex with him.
Yeah, and like I told y'all last week too, and again, we do have, listeners, there's people in college, people that I've come across who, been sexually harassed or raped, in college or at a young age and things like that. And this young girl case, now I did, say on the show too, that there are times when these young girls, when they don't get what they want from the end result, maybe she wanted money or something, maybe she tried to store them for something. Maybe he didn't give it to her. Maybe she's going to, present it as, oh, well, you raped me, in a get back kind of situation. We've seen it happen before. And then at the same time, too, it's like, okay, but nothing's impossible, though, because we've seen a lot happen now. There's the whole Harvey Weinstein situation now. The Bill Cosby for many years, when, he was a dirty dog, popping pills and espresso shots and everything, drugging all these girls, 50 of them, and look at him now. So, again, it's people may appear one way, but we don't know what they really are like behind the scenes. So with Nelly, you never really hear any sex scandals with him. So for this to come out now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden at 60 years old, you're caught up in this scandal. Like, I don't get it. But again, it may not be for me to get. Like I said, either way, I just feel like it's not going to, and that's a certain, and I guess that's the thing about, crimes and things like that. It doesn't go well either way. And that's, I guess, the whole purpose of a crime. I just, I hope to God, I don't know what to say. I can't say I hope to God that, she's not lying. And then I can't say I hope to God that she is lying. You know what I mean? Like, girl.
Yeah, so, I guess just gotta wait for the evidence and everything to come out as it's supposed to. Even another case that still happened that we talked about, it seemed like years ago, but it's just, last year, but apparently it's still going on. So Nicki Minaj and her brother, Jelani. So remember we told y'all the day of his wedding, he allegedly, because I say allegedly here now that we're on YouTube, allegedly raped a young child, and that Nicki Minaj is going to, in fact, be serve as a defensive star witness in the case. So they say that in opening statements in Nassau County, the brother's lawyer said Thursday that the whole case was an attempt to extort $25 million from the hugely successful rapper. The little girl's mother, Jacqueline Robinson, related to Nicki that I can make the charge go away for $25 million, said David Schwartz, lawyer of Minaj's brother, Jelani Mirage. Robinson and the brother had just married when Robinson's then 11-year-old daughter. Wait, huh? Wait, can't know this detail. Wait, man. So, the little girl's mother, Jacqueline Robinson. Robinson and the brother had just married when Robinson's then 11-year-old daughter told officials and graphic detail that her new stepfather was raping her as often as 4 times a week.
Father.
So I thought this was just some random girl off the block. But this
is the wife's daughter?
Yeah, I didn't even know that detail. I thought it was just, again, like some little child off the little corner or something. Damn. So, in her own opening statement, Assistant District Attorney Emma Slane told jurors that the girl's brother, who was then 8, first revealed the abuse to Child Services.
Oh, nigga, you need the goddamn chair.
Yes. The boy said he'd been beaten by his stepdad after walking in on him having sex with his big sister in a spare bedroom. The prosecutor alleged Thursday. Child Services called the cops a search warrant at the house to recover a
Wait a minute. She had 2 kids, and the other child caught them.
Yeah, the son called Jelani, I'm about to say fucking, excuse me, raping, allegedly, the young girl. And then they also said that and after we said this story, part of the story, to the search warrant at the house recovered a pair of the girl's pajama pants, soiled and with the stepdad's DNA. He had sex with that 11-year-old girl sometimes 4 times a week.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Damn, I mean, shit, I was too considering adults and goddamn.
Yeah, so why would Robinson lie and force her children to lie? I can give you 25 million reasons why. The defense lawyer told jurors. Jackie became obsessed with Nicki Minaj getting her hands on her money. And evil Jackie targeted him, pointed to Mirage, trying to get him to marry her. And then just 4 months after they were married, we had this. But the defense private investigator said that she would be called on her brother's behalf. He would not say on which day. So, goodness. We didn't know that much detail was going on, but damn. Jelani, you another what's Subway boy? Jared from Subway. You might gotta, you cancel, sir.
They need to put your ass, like I said, you need to get the goddamn chair.
Yeah, that's pretty disturbing for the most part. Goodness, so whenever Nikki testifies, I think it's supposed to be this week or sometime next week or whatever.
I mean, what is she supposed to be, a character witness? What is she supposed to testify to?
Exactly. It's like
young lady was obsessed with her and wanted her money, or what? I mean, because she won't in the room. So what is she supposed to say?
Yeah, and they found the DNA on the little girl's pants or pajama pants.
What is she supposed to say? When my brother was an upstanding citizen?
Yeah, exactly. There's some fuck shit that's really going on. So I don't know, Nikki. You should have just stayed out of this. Just let your brother rot as he's supposed to, because he did something really wrong. And you have a lot of young female fans, and a lot of young fans at that. And it's not a good look to even just be a part of this. Like, you gotta disown your brother at this point, baby girl. So we'll see what happens. But again, there it is. So moving on to our Foolishness Express story of the night, people. So it's a sad story in a way, and it's a foolishness story. Now, first off, there's a couple of foolishness stories I gotta give quick points to. So there's one story where a young man in Florida, his mother had a boyfriend who had a friend. They were all hanging out and stuff. The son, who had mental issues, shot and killed the boyfriend's friend because he said that the friend was talking to his girlfriend. However, the young man didn't have a girlfriend, it was an imaginary girlfriend. So he shot and killed someone over an imaginary girlfriend. And then I think he killed himself or something, got shot by police. So everybody, nothing turned out good, basically. But this goes to show you that, mental health, we do make a point about this on the show a lot, but mental health is really
a real thing. It is definitely a real thing.
Yes. So, as we always say, take care of your body, take care of your mind, your spirits and all that. But your mental, not just your physical health, but your mental health is.
And to me, you can't take care of your physical if you are not healthy mentally.
Exactly.
So it starts all with your mental, your emotional stability to be able to cope and deal with your physical body. So again, if you are experiencing auditory and visual hallucinations, suicidal, homicidal ideations, you definitely need to seek someone, talk to someone. If you got to go check into some type of hospital for the time being in order for you to get your thoughts together and to be clear, you have to do that. I don't know if you saw, speaking of mental health, I don't know if you saw Black Ink when it aired on Wednesday. I actually caught up on it last night, and Don was stating that his sister has a severe mental illness. He stated that basically she had issues, or they had, been going back and forth with her regarding these issues since she was a teenager, but now they have become very, very bad over the last few years. And she's actually, it looks like, to be a college graduate, very pretty girl, but her mental health is such that I think she was in the hospital, you know, right now fighting these hallucinations and ideations, suicidal ideations, hearing voices, seeing things that aren't there. And he was stating, like, you know, every so often it's like a cycle. She's ended up in the hospital and they just don't know how to deal with that. So, you know, definitely you have to get yourself treated and get the help that you need, because again, like you said, it is a real thing and it is a bitch, and if you don't get it under control, it will control you.
Yes, definitely. So, you know, people, we tell you all the time, and it's real because a lot of people go through it and they don't, people turn a blind eye to it a lot of times. So if you see any signs, people, just make sure, you know, even if just saying, you know, I'm on your side, or just, you know, letting them know you're there for them or something. Just something as simple as that can help somebody along the way, you know, just checking in on them. Because that's all most people want to, you know, if they just want someone to check in on them. They want to know that they care and stuff like that. So, but,
Yeah.
but you know, it's, you know.
And I've had homicidal thoughts and ideations, especially when it comes to what's called a Google check that somebody owes me. Now, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to act on those thoughts and those feelings and, you know, just go post them. But if I don't get my money by the time this month is over with, by the 31st, I'm going to kick your ass, Reggie, okay?
Well, trick or treat. I'll give you a candy bar.
So, you got to, and I'm gonna have a trick and a treat for your ass, okay?
It's called security.
It's
so
called, lawsuit.
It's called I don't touch papers when I'm in public, okay. So I'm not gonna get spoken.
It's called I will serve you at that motherfucking job. It's what it's called.
It's called that I'm not working that day, so I'm not gonna be in it.
It's called I'll go to your mama and daddy's house. Okay.
It's called I just won't be seeing them for the next year. Then
okay, it's called I'll be sitting on top of your daddy. When you drive a Honda Genesis, I'll be sitting on top of the hood of that bitch waiting for you. Okay.
There's been some long winter nights waiting for it.
Okay, we'll see. No, I'm just playing. But yes, again, on this very serious note, definitely go get the help that you need if should you find yourself, you know, just experiencing not feeling yourself, not feeling the greatest, having some issues and you don't know really what they are. Definitely.
Yes. And then another sad story too, real quick, out of Atlanta. A 24-year-old mother of 4 has been accused of killing her 2 toddler sons by putting them inside of an oven and turning it on. She was arrested for murder charges of after 1-year-old Jakarta Penn and 2-year-old Keontae Penn were found dead in their Atlanta apartment. They were placed into the oven sometime early Friday.
You said they were twins?
They were one was 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, how were they twins and one was 1 and 1 was 2?
Yeah.
I believe at the beginning of this story you said that they was twins.
No, I said 2 toddler sons.
Oh,
look. They were found dead with burn marks on their bodies when cops arrived at the home.
Oh my gosh.
And goodness, one was called Jamil Penn, the father of the 3 youngest children, on Friday night to tell him his kids were dead, and he immediately notified the police after seeing the 2 boys on the floor during the video chat. So who called? Oh, the girl, Lamora Williams, called the father on FaceTime basically and showed, you know, that's disgusting.
Again, mental illness is a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And then speaking of, I don't know if you've seen it. I saw it yesterday on Facebook. It looks like they have some of the pictures from, what's her name? Kanika Jenkins.
Yeah.
So after she was found in the freezer, and it is very sad.
And still unanswered questions too. You look at the pictures, people, because at one point, you know, we told you all this stuff. And you see how she looks in the video, but then when she get in the freezer, you know, her hair is, you know, again, you can sweat from being in the freezer, you know, y'all say her lips look busted and bruised and stuff like that, which may be from, again, the freezing, you know, you swell up in the freezer when it's cold due to the the cold temperatures, low temperatures. One of her shoes were off and you saw like the little marks on her foot and stuff like that. It could be from hypothermia from the burns. In the freezer. So but there was dirt on her jeans. It was so many different things that just still didn't add up in the picture. The way her hair was, the way her shirt was, and that she was in the freezer, like struggling to take stuff off. But it was still sad pictures to watch, especially for them to be released to the public. Even if it was, I don't even think it was supposed to be released to the public, but it was released out there, and then her mother have to relive that again each time, or her family in general just has to live that each time these new information or details comes out, and there's still no solid answers except for accidental or that she walked in by accident. Some still not adding up. So, you know, again, sad to the family. And again, we'll keep y'all if any updates on that. Yes. Another sad story that happened too out of Florida. So a little girl, actually heard this story on the Breakfast Club, and this little girl who's in Florida died after her 325-pound cousin sat on her as a form of punishment. So the cousin and the 9-year-old's parents have been arrested. So they said the 9-year-old girl, Derrica Lindsay, was pronounced dead on Saturday afternoon after officers received a cardiac arrest call at the Pensacola home. When police responded, they found Derrica unresponsive. They rushed her to the Baptist Hospital where she was pronounced dead. The little girl's cousin, 64-year-old Veronica Green Posey, told police that she sat on Derrica for being out of control. According to the arrest report, the child said she could not breathe, and after standing up, Posey noticed Derrica was unresponsive. She called 911, started CPR, and later told deputies she weighed 325 pounds. She was arrested and charged with homicide and cruelty toward a child. Police also arrested 69-year-old Grace Jones-Smith and 62-year-old James Edmund Smith, Derrica's parents. Now, how the hell? Now,
I don't know if this was her grandparents that had custody of her, and apparently, to my understanding from what I read, they have called Posey over there several times before to inflict punishment on her. I don't know if she's ever sat on her, but they will call her over there right often to come and to quote unquote punish her.
Yeah, they said with a metal pipe one time, a ruler.
Yeah, she hit her with a ruler and a metal pipe. And again, I don't know what kind of form of punishment this is. Now I've been beating my day. My mama done whipped my ass. My uncle done whipped my ass. My aunt done whipped my ass. But never to this extent. I can't fathom and imagine something like this and somebody gonna fucking sit on you 325 pounds and think that that is okay and that is a form of punishment. So bitch, you need to get the goddamn chair right next to you know, where we were just talking about that whole situation. Who were we talking about? And I said that they need to get the chair.
Oh, Jaleel Mirage.
Yeah. Jaleel Mirage or whatever your name is, they need to prosecute you, Miss Posey, to the fullest extent of the motherfucking law, as well as them goddamn old ass Smiths as well. Because this is utterly ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you know your big fat fucking ass should not be sitting on nobody.
Sitting on no fucking body but a goddamn. You shouldn't even be sitting in chairs. You should be sitting your ass on the goddamn floor so the bitch don't cave in. That is utterly ridiculous. And I'm not gonna say what I'm not. You know, I'm not gonna say it. Lord Jesus, I'm trying not to say it. I've had somebody threaten to do that to me before. Let's just say when I was Pleasure Organization. And I thought if you sit on me, that your ass won't live to tell about it because I'm gonna whoop all 400 some pounds in your ass. I'm gonna tell you that. At least I'm gonna try my best. But so I can't imagine. I was grown. I guess I was about 20. And this child was 9 years old. So I said all that to say, and I probably shouldn't have said none of that what I just said. But this girl was 9 years old, and just a sure way to get some likes. Don't get my goose. I'm just playing. But no, seriously, on a serious note, you know, I said all that to say at 20 years old, kind of, when you hear that and you see that, you frightened somebody threatening to do that to you. So imagine somebody at 9 years old, and then you tell the adults that are supposed to be taking care of you that I can't breathe. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on. Like I said, bitch, I hope they try you to the fullest extent of the law, and they fry your goddamn ass, and them fucking Smiths too, because y'all, I mean, you couldn't find any other form of punishment.
Exactly, like a good old USB cable or something, a belt, old school shit. But you taking a whole sitting on somebody. Now I'll be damned if my death certificate and I go out this earth from a fat bitch sitting on me. I'll be damned. Now when I saw this story, I thought, is this Della Reese out here sitting on people? Because we know Della Reese got her diabetes got her. So I thought, did she just lose the fight and try to lose this girl's life too at the same damn time? So
you can't blame it on no Della Reese, and you know better. That she is touched by Angel, you know better than that shit.
Touched by diabetes. So, I was like, okay. Then I looked at the picture of this fat bitch. I was like, you know what? You just look like you all stink and stuff like that. So she probably died from suffocation from smelling that nasty ass pussy, nasty ass crack. Like she don't take no baths. You a fat bitch. You're not gonna be in the shower. You're not gonna take baths. You still got front and stuff out under your skin. You got them folds. So, and shout out to our listeners of what we
do. And then I don't know what's worse, the fact that you admitted it to the cop. And I guess the way I read it, I took it as you was like nonchalantly telling the cop, yeah, I sat on her.
Yeah.
As a full punishment.
So she looked at her mugshot too. She's like, yeah, I did it, but I'm sorry. But like, no, you fat and nasty sitting on somebody, crushing their whole life, crushing their spirits. You crush their whole life away. Like, who do that? Like, you got to go sleep every night and I don't know, got a cop big enough for this bitch, but you gotta sit there and think about, someone lost their life because I sat on them. Now that's just gotta be the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's sad that the young child lost her life for this, but I mean, I'll be damned if I go out of this earth because a 325-pound fat motherfucker going to sit on me and crush my soul. That's when when play cousins and stuff like that, when y'all fight or wrestling around and stuff like that, you say, I can't breathe. They get up. This bitch, she probably couldn't get up. It'd probably take her like 10 minutes to get up. So, I mean, Lordy, all three of y'all got to die now.
I'm just reading this story, rereading. I can't, I don't understand that. They say, and apparently her hitting this girl with this metal pipe, this all happened in the same day, because what happened was after she hit her with the pipe, the girl got scared. Obviously, she ran to the armchair, which is like a chair that has two arms on it. She ran and I guess trying to get away from the lady, ran to that and sat on it. And then that's when the lady sat on her. Like, what? Like, okay, so you hitting her with the metal pipe wasn't enough.
Yeah, what kind of strong ass chair held your body up this long to not crash down and collapse? Now, that's one thing there. And then also, y'all hearing people with metal pipes. I'm like, okay, Angie Stone in this picture too, because remember, Angie Stone hit her daughter, knocked her front tooth out and everything. All she wanted for Christmas was knocked out with a damn Home Goods mantelpiece. So, I mean, oh, really? Okay.
That was Angie's Stone in that part of this too. Oh God. Oh my God. I can't. I just don't understand. It's if hitting this girl with this metal pipe was not enough.
No, not enough to lose a life from a fat bitch. Like, I'd be fucking damn. So, anyway, I was going to talk about the surrounding story, but we'll talk about that next Friday or the next show. But moral of the story, people, if you fat as fuck,
I mean, and I done got some whoopings in my day, because my My aunt said I used to say when I was little. She said I used to be like, beat her, beat her, beat her. That's all they do. It's beat her, beat her, beat her. So I done had some whippings. I done got my ass toe up. But you know, and I probably should have done some things to make my mama want to hit me with a metal pipe. But she just she did not. And I remember my uncle when he would beat me. And then, you know, we had that was back in the day. I came from an area you went outside and you got your own switch off the tree. And
for your now, no switch no more.
And my uncle was like, "You see them whips on your arm? I didn't want to have to beat you like that, but I had to. It was necessary."
Yeah, it hurts me more than it hurts you. They would say.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it does when you become a parent. Like I had to beat Jaden. I guess 2 weeks ago he got it beaten twice. You know, I should not be saying this. Let's just say
not disciplined.
Yes. I mean, but not to that extent. But you know, like I said, Posey and them Smiths, they need to prosecute your ass to the fullest extent of the law. And to me, that means your ass needs to be not under the jail, but you need to get the goddamn electric chair because this is ridiculous.
If enough votes can go through that, you need the whole car battery and the whole tractor trailer battery to go through that body to try to vote that ass out because your fat ass sitting on people, so disgusting. But you know. Then just imagine all that stinky ass fish that little girl had to smell for her last meal going out of this earth.
Okay, you know what? And I'm just
that know everybody. So we do thank you all for watching tonight's show. You know, this last part of the show definitely gave us some tears and laughs and whatnot. Angie Stone. So I do thank you all for watching. Now, like we told y'all, it is homecoming weekend a lot of times, you know, and even just throughout the week, people, make sure you all have a good, safe time. You still got your time to get your dollar margaritas or your dollar readers from Applebee's until the end of the month, people. So when you're drinking, they do, depending on which Applebee's you go to.
Now, because I might want to go out with the co-workers. This is any time or this is doing happy hour only? Or?
Anytime. Dollars all day. So
are these flavored margaritas?
Now they have flavors, so let me tell y'all. So I went to the new Applebee's to just open in downtown Norfolk because it's only like 5 minutes from me now.
Got money.
So for $1, and I had to pay for parking.
Put in my Google check and go in my gas tank, but I digress.
Anywho, so they have lime, they have wild berry, I think it was raspberry, strawberry, and some other fifth one. It's 5 flavors.
Any Applebee's.
Any Applebee's. So y'all have until October 31st, until Halloween, people, to get y'all life with some dollar margaritas.
And let me ask you, do you have to buy an entree?
You don't. So you know I will not buy any entrees. I got food poisoning from there once upon a time.
You have to buy appetizers.
You don't have to buy no half-off appetizers or nothing. You just get your straight dollar margaritas.
No nachos, no nothing.
None of them shit. So just get your dollar margaritas. And then they got their little everyday specials too. I think they have like a $3 something sangria, something rather, and some other stuff too for like $3. So.
Well, I may have to go there this week.
I'll be making my return after work. Probably tomorrow, probably Tuesday, one of these days.
There's Applebee's right by my job, but I wouldn't dare go there.
Okay. Yeah, you know, make sure you go to an Applebee's you trust people, because I don't trust certain people at certain Applebee's just from the way they look. So, because like you want to take baths, I'm not going to eat at your establishment. I'm just going to write a letter to corporate and get me a free meal. Okay, so again, people, you know, when you are drinking out there, make sure you get your Ubers, your Lyfts, anything, a designated driver, taxi, bus. Well, if you're taking the bus, people, make sure that you're in the safe lit zone so that you don't get taken on the back of a bus.
People always, if you're gonna ride a bus, I always say sit to the front.
Yes, be like Rosa Parks. Don't go to the back of the bus. Sit at the front of everybody so you can be that first one off the bus. And then again, people, don't bust people's heads with bottles.
Use your motherfucking words, people. Use your goddamn words.
Yes, everybody. So we on that note, we hope y'all have a good week, everybody. We'll check on the next time here on FNL Radio or FNL Live, everybody. So have a good rest of your nights, everyone, and peace.
Good night.